It's so big, Joe. We can't fit in the shot.
We're going to have to... John, this has to be our biggest collectible item that we've ever had in front of us, and it's big. What do you think? It's probably 3 feet by 2.5. It's big.
3 by 2.5. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty bulky. And as far as height goes, I mean,
jeez,
probably another foot or maybe.
I swear they just put. I think they just put extra steel into these things back then to make them heavy for no apparent reason. Yeah. I don't know. They're loaded up.
So we got some screenshots here, so some gameplay, some basic program.
Yeah.
Come with a basic program, right? You can program your own thing.
And as we were setting up, the thing that caught my attention, 2 things on the front of the box, is that it says here that it includes a ColecoVision system. That was an advertising purpose, of course. It doesn't actually include a ColecoVision system. The ColecoVision system is built into the CPU piece here. Okay. But I thought it was interesting that they put that there. And then they also show a demo of Time Pilot, but that's not the pack-in game that came with it. So I'm not sure, you know, I thought maybe they would have put a Donkey Kong cartridge in there, but...
Look how good the printer looks here. You know, it looks like high-quality printer because it's, you know...
Exactly.
I don't think you can really print that.
No, you're not going to find... Not color, I don't think color is part of it, you know?
Yeah. All right.
Let's lift the lid off. Oh, my new computer just came in. How wonderful.
Wow, so this is really good shape. I mean, this is great shape here, Joe.
This is, what's nice is it does show all of the packing materials. There's like trays, and trays. And on this side we have the printer, and over here we have the CPU, and then the keyboard is below it. There's a packet over here which includes all of the documentation. It's a setup manual and also the game instruction manual. And the big thick one in there is for your Smart Basic programming manual. So you could programming guide. So it came with quite a bit of
reading fun. I'm sure.
Quite a bit of documentation. I'll let you get started with the reading on that. And
I'll do my homework. I'll get back to you on that.
Let's take a look at. Let's take off some of this packing material and take a look at this thing a little bit closer up. I know that you're fascinated by the printer technology because I'm not sure if it's visible on camera, but here you can see the actual wheel. And they call it daisy wheel because I guess it looks like a flower daisy. It has petals, and it does definitely spin. I can tell you when the system turns on, the printer initializes, the carriage moves back and forth, and the wheel spins. It's sort of like a self-test. I'm not sure if we need to dig any deeper. This is the top of the printer, and otherwise it's...
and you turn on the system through the printer then?
You turn it on by over here. There's a power switch on the CPU. Okay. But the power connected to the wall is out of the back side of the printer. Right. So, and then there's a video and a power cable, that connects between the printer and the CPU. And here's your main CPU. There's an expansion panel on the front of this, John, which if you'd like to add a second, thanks for the help, if you'd like to add a second disk drive, you could do so. Let's get that piece off. You can see that this one came here, this is just as it was sold brand new. Here's your data pack or your cassette drive. This is available for expansion, and I've seen them do that. You can actually install a second one so you can make backup copies if you wanted to do so. On the front here is your reset for your ColecoVision. And this is a reset. And I was actually incorrect. Yeah, you're right. On the back side of the printer, there's a slide on-off switch that turns it on and off. You're right. And this is simply a soft reset for the CPU. And this is for your video game. If you have a ColecoVision game, you can use this reset to do that.
If you have a cartridge and you also have a cassette tape in there at the same time, it will play the cartridge first? I think it does.
Yes, I believe it does. Yeah. It's been a while, but I believe it is. It does default to the cartridge if it is. Right. And again, this is the built-in one, so your ColecoVision system is completely built into this computer assembly.
This is where maybe the floppy disk would connect to?
Expansion port on the left-hand side.
Let's show sure. You get your controller pin.
Yep, there's your left and right joystick controller or hand controllers
that plug in. That's the same port that the Genesis uses in, the 12-pin.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep, ColecoVisions and Genesis are, and then on the back.
On the back, you get the channel 3, channel 4, your TV out.
It does have a monitor cable if you wanted to.
S-video, or what is it?
No, it's
AV out.
Yep, a monitor cable.
This thing itself is pretty.
It's heavy. Yeah, it is. It has. It's a solid. solidly built. Great condition on this particular one as far as wear goes. Here's all your, this would be your accessory tray at the bottom. Obviously, the feature here would be the full keyboard. You'll note that these are typically the same configuration as a standard ColecoVision controller, the color being the only difference, right? Tan.
Do these tend to fade, the color tend to fade over time, or they
Well,
fade?
they certainly tend to yellow.
Yellow, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's quite ugly. And this one, obviously, because it's been protected inside of its original packaging, I don't see any discoloration on it at all. I mean, it looks like it's perfect.
You get the power on light on the keyboard itself.
It does. As it goes through its initiation sequence, boot up, I guess would be the correct term, then the first thing that's displayed is a word processing application. If you want to install, you have to use these function keys here on the top. And you'll have to forgive me for which one is the correct one, but you'll insert your data pack cassette tape, and then you'll use these up here to initiate the drive and load that program onto the into the memory here.
You have an RF connection here, just in case you
Standard?
don't have it.
Yes.
This looks like it's a controller holder.
It is. It's exactly what it's called. It's a controller holder. It actually connects onto the side of the keyboard.
This is the connection, maybe to a 3-prong to a 2-prong.
Yes.
If you want to plug into the wall.
If you have an older electrical system in your home that didn't have the 3-prong, you would use that to convert between.
This is your modem cable, or your?
That goes between the keyboard and the CPU. And I can tell you that it's unusual in one regard that it looks like perhaps like a typical phone, but it's not. If you lose this piece and you just use a standard phone cable, it won't work. I believe it's the way that the pin configuration is, or some of the pins are not used on a regular phone cable. So you have to have a cable specific for the keyboard on this.
So note to self: don't lose this. Because if you have a printer, you don't have that, then you're.
You can just sit there and look at it. Yeah, right.
These are what the games actually look like. This is Super Game Pack. This is Buck Rogers by Sega.
Right, pack in.
Let's open this up, and you can see it looks like a normal audio cassette tape, but basically it's...
That's just a Def Leppard tape in there. No, it's not. It's actually...
what would happen if you put this into a cassette tape player? Would
it sound horrible. It'd sound like... No, but it'd sound like white noise or screeching.
Okay, this is a Smart Basic.
There's your pack in Smart Basic. Oh, somebody's calling to ask you some questions about the Atom.
This is a blank pre-formatted disc.
Right. So if you're using your basic programming, then you could insert that, and you could save your programs to the blank cassette. Data pack, I think, is what the actual term is.
Awesome.
So that's it, and then we have the packing trays top and bottom. I guess what I'm surprised about is that there isn't a ColecoVision cartridge pack in. I thought that there was, but you know what? What it is it's the Buck Rogers Planet of Zoom. And the illustration on the front of the box, misleading. No pack in, no ColecoVision game in here.
That is misleading.
Yep.
Huh. Cool.
And there's one ColecoVision Atom computer, ready to go. Should we try it? You want to hook it up?
Boot it up.
You want to?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, Joe, so we're here at the menu screen. It took about a minute to load. Not too bad,
it took about a minute to load. I noticed it had a slightly different title screen on it, too, a little more graphic. Okay, this is the game select screen for Donkey Kong Jr. On the Coleco Atom. We're going to go ahead and select player 1, skill level 1.
This is not in the original ColecoVision.
No, this is definitely not in. This is an enhanced animation screen.
That's more like the arcade.
Nice. It's a nice aspect of it. Right, the ColecoVision version just goes right into gameplay on level 1.
You can hear the cassette.
It's still loading. No the control on this is fine. It's exactly the same as what I would expect on a ColecoVision.
This says on 4 stages, huh?
Oh. That's a shame. My mouth?
Okay. It's Friday.
Oh, the high score screen.
Okay, so this is new too. This high score screen is different.
Very interesting.
Who's Louisville?
This is the...
So this is the same sequence as the arcade then, just different sequences in the ColecoVision.
Well, I believe isn't this level follow on the ColecoVision version of Donkey Kong Jr.?
I think it's different.
I don't
know.
The graphics seem
Donkey Kong looks different in this port than the ColecoVision port.
The graphics. There's something about the graphics that are subtly different. I think it is a detail thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like it does look like it's more arcade-like. Let's see what happens here. Ah, yeah,
it's
that's different too. Oh, look at.
They really upset Mario.
I want to see if it's the new level, or is it going to be the one that you pull the girder level, I think, isn't it? Back to the vines, back to the vines.
All right, Joe. Well, thanks. I think we appreciate it. And definitely check out Atari2600.com. You can pick up more Adam stuff there.
Hey, thanks a lot. Yeah, the Adam stuff is available for purchase on the website. And if there's something that you see that's not listed, you can always call or write and inquire if it's something that's available.